Hello and welcome to this special edition of Meet the Microbiologist. Today we are meeting our first ever winner of the Burrows Award for Women in Microbiology. This award recognizes a woman graduate student in microbiology who demonstrates both scientific excellence and commitment to equity, diversity, and inclusion in the microbiological and related sciences. The award is possible because of generous support from Dr. Lori Burrows from McMaster University, the Michael G. DeGroot Institute for Infectious Disease Research at McMaster University, and the Canadian Society of Microbiologists. And this year's award winner is Melissa Phuong. Congratulations, Melissa.
Thank you so much.
I thought we'll get to know you a little bit. So to start with, tell us about your academic journey.
Yeah, so I completed my Bachelor's of Health Sciences at McMaster University. But funny enough, a lot of my research I did under the supervision of Dr. Andrea Boghill, who's affiliated with the University of Toronto. So a lot of our work was in parasitology. And I think in that experience, I was so fortunate to be mentored by her and to really have exposure to a career as a clinician scientist. And to see that interface between, medicine and research. So that inspired my desire to pursue a career in that as well. And now I'm attending the MD PhD program at the University of Ottawa. So right now I'm in my PhD phase. I was really fortunate to be funded by the Vanier Canada Graduate Scholarship. And right now I'm kind of wrapping up. I'm in my last year and I'll be returning to clinical studies soon. But my thesis, I'm studying under Dr. Subhash Sad, and we're studying host pathogen interactions in Pseudomonas aeruginosa infections, especially in the context of cystic fibrosis.
Oh, very nice. Pseudomonas aeruginosa, one of my favorite organisms.
I think a lot of our favorite organisms.
Oh, that's so it's exciting times coming up. Graduating soon, and then more excitement in life.
Yeah, just changing things up, I guess, from one environment to another. Yeah.
What do you think has been so far in microbiology your biggest contribution to the field?
For me, that's a really big question, especially because I consider myself so early in my training. And then especially given, the namesake of the Burrows Award, I don't know if anything I've done could really be considered a large contribution. But I will say that one of our recent works that I'm particularly fond of is that we were looking into chronic infections in CF, chronic respiratory infections, and looking into how these bugs are typically seen to be not as virulent and yet likely are contributing to greater disease progression in CF. So our proposal was that these bacteria, despite lacking virulence factors, they're not inducing host cell death, but still are able to induce sustained inflammation. And that could be contributing to that disease progression that we see. So that's kind of my favorite aspect of the work we've been doing so far.
Oh, that's very exciting, especially cystic fibrosis, Pseudomonas. I think this is really impactful work. So that's really cool. So I'm going to ask you a personal question now. When you're not doing science, when Pseudomonas is not keeping you awake day and night, what do you like to do?
So when I'm not in the lab, I still like to keep busy. So two activities that I've been doing a lot lately. The first one is mentorship. So I've been a mentor with the Community of Support group at University of Toronto. So they support a lot of students who are interested in research or medicine, and the mentors are involved in helping with their application, helping them become familiar with academia, things like that. And especially meaningful to me because a lot of the students come from groups that are underrepresented in medicine or academia. whether that's ethnic background or self-identifying with disabilities, etc. So just to be able to contribute in that way is really impactful. And then the second thing I'm doing is I'm the Director of Communications for the Clinician Investigator Trainee Association of Canada, or CTAC. So we're a group of clinician scientist trainees, and my role is really to help communicate with our membership, help them access resources, and then also help amplify a lot of the work that trainees are doing and all their milestones. So that's all been really exciting for the past year that I've been a part of.
Wow, that's really interesting. You're checking all the boxes, that all scientists, all of us should be doing. So mentorship, community outreach is so important these days. And I think, especially in today's world when in spite of us facing a pandemic, our society's faith in science is dwindling. So it's so important to reach out. It's really amazing. And this sort of leads to my next question, actually. So and Melissa, you have done so well. You have won so many awards. You've been so successful as an early career academic. What advice would you give to a new grad student coming into your lab who's sort of looking to maybe go this route? What would you tell them?
Yeah, I'd say, definitely make sure to prioritize that work culture fit in a lab. I think a lot of students, they think about, okay, I want to research in this particular topic, and that's what they go for. But really also consider, what's the work culture like in the lab? Is it compatible with your own personality and your own goals? Are the expectations from the PI consistent with your own goals and how you expect to grow throughout the journey in your graduate studies? Because I feel like that's sometimes underappreciated, that graduate studies is a chance for us to learn and develop and grow as young investigators. So be sure to find a lab culture that helps contribute to that and helps you grow.
That is a wonderful advice. I think making sure that the expectations line up, your PIs and with your career goals is so important. And it's never too early to have that conversation with your PI, correct? So it's a very good advice. So Melissa, once again, thank you for taking the time to meet with us, and very many congratulations on being the first winner of the Burrows Award. And we hope you the very best in your future in science. So thank you very much.
Thank you.